checking the chat box in between segments here. So please ask questions, give feedback at any point. And let's get started with a warm-up. Here I am with Jasper. I'm not sure how much he's going to join in, but this is Jasper. Okay, give yourselves room to move forward and to move to your right. Here we go, have fun. We're going to start with walking forward. And we're going to lift our arms. 1, 2, 3, and back. Again. To the side. Side, cross, side, tap. Again. Let's repeat always forward. And stretch. Warmed up and ready for our foot exercise. All right. So you all are very familiar with third position, with foot position. But I found when I started practicing this, I was stiff and kind of certainly out of shape. So let's give it some practice tonight. Starting in first position, second to third, heel to instep, and try to get that T shape. Legs are straight, improves your posture. Feel the rigor of that position. Try the other foot, bring the left foot, heel to instep, the T shape. Okay, so let's do an exercise where we're moving from first into second, closing in third, fourth intermediate, close in third, fourth, close third, to the side and back home. And we'll do that both sides. So we have 16 bars. Let's go. So you all know this, but it's just interesting to think about it when we dance pas de basque. We are springing from first back into first. I'm using my right foot, so if you want to step this with me, I'm mirroring you. We spring into first position and bring the other foot into third. Our feet don't touch because we're changing weight, but there is that T shape. And then we continue on our step, springing and bringing the foot into third again. In our other steps, we are in skip change of step. We're closing in third rear. So it's that hop, step, close. We're on our toes, our legs are straight, and there is a gentle touching with the instep touching up against the heel of the foot in front. Similarly, with Strasbourg traveling step, we're sinking down, stepping out, and closing in third rear before we step on and continue with the step. In Strasbourg setting step, we're sinking down, stepping into second, and closing in third rear. Legs are straight, full height, before we step on to the side again and continue the step. So let's practice that third rear position. Same exercise as before, but this time going to the side and closing behind. Fourth intermediate rear, close. Fourth rear, close to the side and home. We'll do that both sides. So that's 16 bars. Here we go. Close third rear. All the way back. Side and home. Other foot. Okay, so how was that? How did that feel? I'd be curious to hear. I don't see any questions. So let's continue. And as we dance, you think about third rear, let me know how it goes. I'm closing in third. I'm with pas de basque too. Okay. So our first dance is the Highland Fair. We danced this before. We danced it at the end of last year at a party. But let's walk this dance. It's a 32-bar jig for 2 couples in a 4-couple set. So I'm first lady. Here I am at the top of the set. My right shoulder to the top, and there's my invisible partner, or Jasper, who's ignoring me. First couple, cast immediately and dance behind the lines. 1, 2, 3, 4. And before we turn out and dance back up, we're going to make eye contact because it's synchronized and it's rather dramatic. Acknowledge your partner, turn away, and dance back up. All the way back to the top. Now, first couple turn with the right hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. And back with the left hand. 5, 6, 7, and 8. First couple, 8 down the middle. 1, 2, 3, 4. Second couple are following. And lead back up, 5, 6, 7, 8. 2s end at the top. First couple end in second place. Now the dance finishes with rights and lefts, but I've changed it because we're dancing at home. I thought it might be fun to do it a little differently. Let's do half rights and lefts. So crossover with the right hand, 1, 2. Exchange places on the left with the left hand. With the left hand, 3, 4, no polite turn, because we're going to spring in and dance a taluk turn in 4 bars. At the end of that taluk turn, I'm going to end back here in first place on the men's side. And I'm going to repeat the dance as first man. At the end of the next repetition, I'm going to finish in first woman's position. And that way I'm giving myself some variety. So you do what you fancy. If you're with one person or if you're a couple, you can switch sides each time you finish the dance or finish the repetition. So, taluk turn. We are springing in with our right foot to meet, me and my partner, and taking each other's right arm just above the elbow. So we're cupping in behind the elbow, the upper arm. Thumb is flush with forefinger, and we're holding each other. We take our left hands underneath and join left hands underneath. I've seen some people do left hands on top. I prefer the left hands underneath. I feel it gives you a little bit more room to lean back a little bit and get more of a twirl. In the manual, this is called a propelled pivot turn. I just thought that was kind of exciting to think about propelling each other around as you pivot. So it's 8 counts, a telegraph turn. We've already sprung in on count 1, and we've closed halfway with the left foot sort of in second position, and we'll call that and, so 1 and as we continue, and I'm planning to go around twice, 2 and 3 and 4 and 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. And here I am, ready to dance out the men's side and continue the dance by dancing down behind the man's line. When you finish that turn, you will have to transition to skip change of step. So just do that as elegantly and unobtrusively as possible, and don't worry about it. So that is the Highland Fair. We will dance it 3 times through, but I'm going to play the music 4 times because, and here's what inspired me about this evening's dances, was the music. The music is all by the Music Makers, and this is their album. It's called Catch the Wind. It's from 2006. And in this particular track, you will hear they play with multiple instruments, and in this track, you'll hear the clarinet, but it doesn't come in until the 4th time through. So I'm going to dance 3 times, and then I'm going to sit down and catch my breath and just enjoy that 4th repetition and hearing that lovely warm instrument, the clarinet. So let me recap and make sure I have the music lined up. I think I do. Yeah. So the Highland Fair is a 32-bar jig for 2 couples in 4-couple set. First couple cast down behind lines, turn out and dance back to the top. First couple turn with the right hand and then turn with the left hand. First couple lead down the middle, they're followed by the 2s. Lead back up and 2s finish in 2nd place. Sorry, 2s finish in top place, 1s finish in 2nd place. Then we will dance half rights and lefts and finish with a tulloch turn. And choose the side that you want to continue and repeat the dance. Just decide, if you have a partner, decide it with them. The Highland Fair. how's it going? No questions, no feedback?
So far, so good.
Our next dance is a stress bay. And it is called Fair Donald. It is a 32-bar stress bay for 3 couples in a 4-couple set. And let's walk it. So, Fair Donald, first couple, dance down between second couple and cast up around them. 1, 2, 3, 4. First couple, dance down again, taking longer steps down between the 3s, cast up around the 3s, and dance through second place because the 2s have stepped up, dancing towards first corners and flowing into diagonal wheel of 4 with the first corners. So that's right on the end, 1, 2. Passing your partner in the middle, 3, 4, right on the end, 5, 6. And the first couple in the middle of the set are dancing around each other by the left shoulder to finish facing second corners. Diagonal wheel of 4 with the second corners. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. First couple are dancing through second place, coming in, joining the air hands and dancing up towards the top, facing up. We're between the second couple. Last 8 bars, we let go, we cast around the second couple, 1, 2. And make sure you're here in second place on the side in time to elegantly take hands on the side and set. And finish by turning partner with both hands, everyone. 5, 6, 7, letting go, and curving in by the end of bar 8. So the music here is graced, I guess you could say, with the Irish flute. It comes in towards, I think it's around bar 25. The first time through, you'll hear the flute. You'll also hear the clarinet come in a little bit later, and you'll hear all these instruments together. So we will dance it twice through. Let me recap. Fair Donald. Fair Donald, a 32-bar stress bay for 3 couples. First couple, dance down between 2s, cast up around them. Dance down between 3s and cast up around them, dancing through second place towards first corner. Diagonal wheel 4 in the first corner, diagonal, followed by diagonal wheel 4 with the second corners. First couple finish that by dancing through second place, coming in, your hands join, dancing to the top. First couple cast up around the 2s into second place and all set. And all turn partner with both hands to finish. So here we go. Any questions? I'll check them later. So let's dance Fair Donald. let's see. I see a couple of things in the chat box. Oh, sorry about the funny facts sound. Xiaowen, hi, you were hearing it too? Well, I didn't hear that problem from anybody else, so anyway, sorry about that. Let me know if it gets any worse or any better. So let's move on to our last dance. It's a quick time reel. And actually slow down the music. I'm going to open up my amazing slow downer. We're ready for that. Okay, so this is an interesting story. The dance was devised by Chris Donald. And apparently, for the longest time, the dance went without a name. Until one evening, Chris and Sue were dancing with the New Jersey group at Hocus, and there was Felicity and her family. I remember seeing Felicity, a little one, toddler age, in her dad's front carrier, facing out, bopping up and down as she danced around the set, and of course, bringing smiles to everyone's face. So Chris and Sue were inspired, and they gave this dance the name Felicity's Frolic. Let's walk it. The 32-bar reel for 3 couples. First couple set each other and cast. And first couple dance a half figure of 8 up around the 2s. So obviously the 2s have stepped up. That's 5, 6, 7, and 8. All 3 couples turn partner with the right hand. 1, 2, 3, 4, and facing clockwise, everyone chases halfway round. 5, 6, 7, and 8. We're first couple are back in second place on sides. Now we have diagonal reels, diagonal rights and lefts. When we dance diagonal rights and lefts in this orientation of set, first lady is always dancing in the top half of the set, and first man is dancing in the bottom. So I'm going to dance up and across, giving my right hand as he dances diagonally down and across, giving his right hand. Changing places. Here we go. 1, 2. Changing places on the side. 3, 4. First couple are in second place, opposite sides. Let's repeat that. I go up again with my right hand. My partner goes down. 5, 6. Left hand, changing places on the side, 7 and 8. We both have a polite turn there. First lady, you have brought your left shoulder back to face in and across the set. Your entry into the next phrase of the dance is in the opposite direction. You're going that way. So be careful when you make this polite turn. Make sure that you're centered and steady before you then move up, move in the other direction to give right hands to the couple above you. So, lady up, man down, we'll dance right hands across. 1, 2, 3, 4. First couple switch ends and dance left hands across with the other couple. We're ready to begin the dance again. What's particularly fun about the music here, again with the music makers, is the use of the banjo. I don't know if Sue and William are here this evening. I don't think they checked in. I was going to give a shout out to the only banjo player I know, which is William Douglas. I don't think he's here, is he? Anyway, so the banjo, it's unusual for Scottish country dance music, but here it is. It certainly gives the tune kind of a liveliness and perkiness and seems more fun because of it. The name of the track is Feisty Woman. And you'll hear the banjo acting as a rhythm instrument and also plucking out the tune in unison with the violin. So enjoy that. And I will recap this dance for you. Felicity's Frolic is a 32-bar reel for 3 couples in a 4-couple set. First couple set to each other and cast. It's 2-step up. And does a half figure of 8 up around the 2s. All 3 couples turn partner with the right hand and chase clockwise halfway round. All dance diagonal rights and lefts. And finish with lady up, man down, right hands across, followed by first couple dancing left hands across with the other couple. We'll dance this 3 times through. Felicity's Frolic. Oh, I just want you to know that I did slow down the rhythm, the tempo of the music. In fact, I'd like you to listen to the first 8 bars so you're not taken by surprise. Just listen here. 1, 2, 3. Okay. I'm going to put volume up a teeny bit. Hopefully there's no distortion. Okay, remember, we're first couple, you're starting with setting and casting and a half figure of 8 up around the 2s. What about you? Okay. I'm going to take a minute to catch my breath. Glasses. Let's see what's going on. Thank you, Deirdre. Sue, you are here. So I hope William heard my shout out. Okay, nice dance. Yes, it is a fun dance. And you can feel how driving it is, and that's not even full speed. Wow. Okay. All right, so I had the idea, again, because I became a little bit obsessed with the music matters, of doing a little mini music quiz for you. So, Lisa, if you can bring up slide number 1, we have 4 quiz questions for everybody. Lisa, hello. Okay.
Sorry, I'm on mute because I was shuffling through tabs.
Oh, that's okay. All right, so you can see the 4 questions there. I'm going to play you 32 bars of Scottish dance music. And If you know any one or all of the answers to these questions, please put them into the chat box and we'll see who, we'll be a little competitive. We'll see who can get the right answers first. You don't have to be influenced by anybody else because they might be wrong. So let me just go over these questions with you so that they're clear. What is the name of the tune? Second question, who is the composer? Third question, what year was this tune advertised in a London newspaper as New Scotch Music? You may not know the exact year, but give a rough guess. That would be fine. Let's see who gets closest. And later, when words were added to this tune, the lyrics described two job descriptions, and they're related. What are the job descriptions that were being celebrated in the lyrics of what became a song? So here we go. I'm going to play the music. You can leave the questions up there. Risa, thank you. Here we go. Do we have any answers? No? Oh, come on. Somebody take a guess at who wrote this tune. This was one of his most beloved tunes, compositions. What century was it written in? Do you recognize the tune, anybody? All right, then, so let me know, is this a tune that you've never heard before? Please let me know. Okay, I guess nobody's heard it. Never heard it. Doesn't sound familiar. Oh, it's interesting. Audrey, I'm surprised that you don't know it. I'm only slightly disappointed. Just kidding. Don't think I've ever heard it, but I'm not musical. Oh, well, does sound familiar, yes. Does sound like the second tune in the Irish Rover. Okay, so this music is called, and let's put up the second slide, Risa. The tune is called Caller Heron.
Sorry, did that change for everyone?
It changed for me.
Yes, it's fine.
So I put 3 of the verses of the song in there. So the tune and the song is called Caller Heron. I actually don't know if it had that name before the lyrics came along. Perhaps it didn't, but certainly this was written by Nathaniel Gall, and it was written and published. It became public in 1802, and it was advertised in a London newspaper, the Morning Post, in 1802 as New Scotch Music. And later on, Lady Nairn put lyrics to this tune, and she celebrated the fishermen of New Haven because of the danger of the work they did catching fish, and their wives would come into Edinburgh from New Haven with fish in baskets on their backs, and they would go door to door selling the fish. And I do believe the fishwives at that time would be calling out and advertising their wares as they went through the streets. And this is where the idea for the song came from. Wha by my caller heron, caller meaning fresh or newly caught. Newly drawn frae the fourth, that's the first of fourth. And if we can bring it down a little bit, Risa, to see the last verse? The words are saying, little do you ken their worth, this fish. They might be vulgar faring, but you don't really know how much they're worth because of fishermen risking their lives, going out and catching these fish. Wives and mothers maist despairing, call them lives o' men. So that's a grand piece of Scottish lyric writing, I think. Okay, thanks everyone. Let's move on. This is by way of introducing you to the Last Waltz. The Last Waltz is written by Nathaniel Gow, who was the fourth son of Neil Gow that we all learned about when we did our candidate Unit 1 training. And there are two tunes here, and again, it's from this album called Catch the Wind by the Music Makers. The track is called Gow Waltzes. The first tune is called Stirling Races. Second tune is called Prince Regent's Medley. And we know that it was dedicated to the son of Mad King George III, who took over as Prince Regent because of his father's illness. He was Prince Regent for 9 years and became King George IV himself. And Nathaniel Gow was very much recognized by royalty and celebrated as a performer, a band leader, and arranger of tunes. And he played at the assembly halls in Scotland and Edinburgh, for sure. And he is buried in Greyfriars Kirkyard, if you ever get a chance to go there again. Apparently there's no headstone, but he is buried there. So I'm going to start the waltz tunes and I'm going to do some stretching. You can join me or waltz, whatever you choose. Let's just enjoy the music for sure. Here we go. How does that sound? that's all, folks. Thank you, everyone, for coming. Hope you enjoyed it. Oh, somebody had a question about the lyrics to Caller Harry. The two job descriptions were the fishermen and the fishwives, their wives, who would come in to sell the fish in town. Was it? All right. Thanks, Teresa. Over to you.